Hello and welcome to the Spirits Within Us. My name is Zena, my team's here and creator's here. Any negative energy that's being sent towards the channel, to myself or to you the viewer, transmute that into pure, unconditional love, light and healing energies for our minds, bodies and souls. Send out love to those that are sending it and hope that they find joy, peace and happiness in their hearts. So we'll just get straight on with the read. Okay, so we have the Lovers, we have the Wheel, and we have the Hermit. Okay, give me something for the Lovers, please. Well, for all. We've got slander. Lovely. So we have slander on top of the Lovers. So obviously you're in a love relationship with someone. It is Mercury, we're going into Mercury retrograde, by the way, and we're in Scorpio season, so yeah, it looks like this is what we're going to get now till we're out of retrograde. So what have we got over the Wheel? It seems as though they were after something. Obviously the Wheel, they were slandering you, bringing you down, running you down. Obviously you've got Creator there with the Hermit. You went into Hermit mode and started talking and listening to Creator himself and going a bit more knowledge on this situation that was these individuals were trying to bring you down. I don't think it was just the one individual. I think it was more than one. I've got a feeling that it was a partnership that you were in, and obviously they were talking about you behind your back with the slander. Can we have something for the Wheel, please? Something for the Wheel, please. Okay, we had a few. We've got, God, how's that then? We've got Mercury, and like I said, we're just going into Mercury retrograde. And we've got Mars, so Gemini, Virgo with Mercury. Mercury is obviously the throat chakra related to Mars, Aries, Aries, Scorpio season, so that's quite cool. You was brought into some awareness about this individual. They could have been a Gemini. They could have been a Gemini or a Virgo. We've got the letter A. We've got the letter G. Or they could have been Aries, Scorpio. But that would just be the way the seasons are at the moment. So we'll get some more. You were analysing things, basically. You were looking into things. I think you were aware that this individual you were with was causing slander to your name, bringing slander to your name, basically. We have Aramish, the Watcher, the Angel of Deceit, so, and we also have the Moon. So I'm going to put the Moon over the Hermit because I think it needs to be there. And we've got Aramish, which falls pretty well into the deceit position over the slander of the Lovers. So yeah, this individual with either with an I or a G, first or middle or last name, could be yourself also the name. So you put it where you feel it needs to go, and please reverse all roles where you feel they need to go also. Can we have one for the Wheel and one more for the Hermit, please? One for the Wheel and one more for the Hermit. It's all right. They're telling me to slow down. So I feel as though that in this, you were being told to slow down. You were, I believe that you were rushing things. You were being told about something, and this is where that comes in. We have Leo as well here. We have Leo that's folded, and we have Libra, so we have the two there. Okay, so okay, you were in this partnership with, obviously, it may have been a Leo, it may have been a Libra, it may have been Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. And they were putting slander on your name, basically. They could have been the letter A or the letter G. Please switch the roles as where they need to be switched. Now, I'm going to being guided to use these ones first. Okay, so obviously they were doing something in the moon, under the moon. Also, we've got the moon is Cancer, emotions, you know, something was brought to your attention, something was illuminated basically in this instance, and because obviously they were slandering you, they were doing they were being deceitful, maybe with a Gemini, a Virgo, a Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Libra. Yeah, so they were doing something behind your back. Well, we covered that with the slander and the deceit. I believe that this lover was after your fortune with the Wheel of Fortune, or they was trying to get the Wheel of Fortune to turn in their favour, basically. I'm going to take that one. Okay, we have service, bringing value. So they didn't bring any value to this relationship, this individual. They wasn't bringing any value at all to the relationship that you were in with them. And let's try and get these cards a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Over the wheel, they weren't bringing any value, no service. They were basically, it seems as though they were just, you know, this new guide that I've had fitted. They're getting a temper and they throw things everywhere. So excuse the cards keep falling on the floor. Okay. I believe that you was, at this time, you was quite shaky. They were bringing on anxieties to yourself, this individual was. And this is where I said you wasn't very calm. You was, you know, you were all over the place, basically. And I think it's what this individual was doing to you, the way they were being deceitful and causing slander towards yourself. And obviously they were trying to get the wheel to turn in their favour. So everything they were doing was underhanded and obviously being deceitful. They brought nothing of value to the relationship that you were in with them. Nothing at all of value. They brought a lot of, they were quite confident. I'm getting confident. Or this could be yourself with a Leo. Quite a talker, bossy, leader, creative. That could be yourself because that's over the wheel. So you could be very creative. And we've got here relationship repeat, over the wheel, shift, release or enjoy. So there's no relationship repeat for yourself. But I do believe that this individual went back into another relationship with someone who they was with before yourself. And that's what they did. I think that they were in this relationship and they've been in this relationship with this other individual for a fair amount of time, basically. And they keep on going back into the relationship. Okay, so we have expressive talents, creativity, the arts, and that's on the downward side. So they was trying to stop you from being in your creative you know, your expressive nature. I believe that you're someone who, like we have the Leo, like I said, you could be a boss, you could be very in control. You could also be an Aries because we have Mars there with Aries and Scorpio who are very, you know, very powerful star signs in their own right, and you know they are tending to be the bosses of the a bit bossy, not too bossy, but a bit more bossy than a lot of the other star signs. Okay, that was going to fold. We have parent-child. So this individual, like I said, I believe they were already in a relationship. They were a parent. They could have gone back or been with, they could have had a child with someone from their past, or they could have given a child to someone from their past. But it's someone who they were always in connection with. They always seemed to go back to this one relationship, whether they were married or not. But it seems as though they were very connected, and they were slandering you, being very deceitful with this individual. Could be a letter I, like I said before, or it could be the letter J. What have we got over the wheel? Just two more and then we'll change. Two more and we'll change. Thank you. Okay, we have an explorer, traveller, wanderer. So this individual like to wander about and travel around town, basically. Or this could be yourself. You want to explore. This is what the wheel's for. The wheel in your favour would be that you could want to travel the world, basically. You want to explore and you know, see new sights and be a part of everything. And this is, I think this is what your plans were. And I do believe that you told this individual these plans, and they didn't want you to do this. They didn't want you to, or they didn't want to do it with you, obviously, because they were with someone else anyway. This is what the deceit was. They were already with a partner. They were already in a partnership. And I believe with the cards that came before, well, with the travel a bit for them, they like to go backwards on different relationships. You know, wouldn't be a little black book now, but they've got a lot of hidden things in their phone, basically, where they go back on other relationships. And it could either be a male or a female, basically. But, you know, they go back to previous partners. Over the Hermit, we've got intelligence, mental action and right thinking. So you listened because we've got it's over the Hermit. You were listening to your intuition, basically. You were listening to Creator about this individual. They were telling you, they were giving you mental clarity that they were doing something underhanded, like in the Moon, you know, being deceitful, dishonest and everything. And it was brought to your attention. It was brought to your attention that they were basically just trying to take from you. So we're going to have a look to see, we'll have a look at the Arts Hidden Secrets. But this individual, they were already in a partnership. They already had a relationship going, and yeah, they were trying to be deceitful. Okay, you put up your boundaries, because once you actually knew what was going on, you put up your boundaries and you draw the line, and you said, like, enough's enough. Whether you said enough's enough to this individual at this stage, or because of you figuring out what was going on, I don't believe you got out of the relationship straight away, but because your intuition told you, you put your boundaries up at the beginning, early on in the relationship, because you knew that something was going on. You've got chasing thrills, excitement and good times, ecstasy. And this is what this individual were doing. And you was made aware of this. You were made aware that they were doing things, slandering you, you know, being deceitful, lying, cheating, etc. behind your back. And so you did put your boundaries up early on in the relationship. And it seems as though, I do think you brought it to their attention that you knew what was going on. and they denied it. They basically denied that whatever you were saying. I know the card ain't come up here yet, but we've got clinging, and that was it kind of come halfway. So holding on, obsessing and spying, and that was the Hermit. So after the time that you put on, you know, the whole end of the situation, not the beginning, because I think we've still got more story, they started to obsess over you and was spying on you. This is after you ended the relationship. But I do believe it wasn't them. I believe it was this other individual, because I'm feeling that this person was telling others about you, obviously. So a lot of people knew who you were. Something was going to come then, and was watching you. We have return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. So I believe that you actually had ended the relationship at one stage, and you actually went back into the relationship because you started, you know, they were kind of holding on to you, and so you carried on and you went back into the relationship. So over the wheel, or even okay, we've got healing, releasing, purifying and cleansing. You went back into this relationship because you had the feeling that this person, the wheel was going to turn in your favour with them, and you thought they were healed and cleansed basically after they'd been chasing these thrills, and you kind of thought they were, and then your intuition kicked in again with art, telepathy, inner knowing. So I believe you got a very strong connection with this individual, and you kind of was mind reading them anyway. So, and you was listening to your heart, and you had this inner knowing that something, even though you'd split up from them and they'd come back around again after the second chance, something was telling you that something wasn't right. So you started to let go, and you moved on, and you walked away. You started to walk away from this relationship because they were sending confusing signals, uncertain, unclear and unsure. It was as if they were lying to you, basically. They were trying to say that they wanted to be with you, and then they didn't want to be with you. And in the relationship, even when you move back in with them, or they move back in with you, that's where I'm feeling that you live together, that there was confusing you. They were trying to mind confuse you. So, but I think you already knew anyway. Obviously, your intuition had kicked in, because your intuition and creator was like basically telling you, you know, that this ain't right. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. So we have an apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. You did say, you know, you did tell them that you knew that things was going on, and you did allow them to return, and there was all apologies, you know, and all of that lot going on. You forgave them, but then the conflict started again because they were, you were clashing, you had your differences and incompatibilities, but I don't think you did at first. It's because this individual was actually in another relationship all along, and even though they said to you that they wasn't, they were still in this relationship with this other individual. So they had come back into your life, and you know, you'd let them return and you forgave. This is the second chance, by the way. And you started to clash then. You weren't clashing before, but you were clashing then. There was conflict being brought in. And I believe that this conflict was because you're very switched on and you listen to your intuition. You're very telepathic and you've got a connection with Source. That you was listening, and you knew that these things was going on. I was going to say something else, but we had nourishment come up. You know, you started to work on yourself, even though you were still in this relationship with them. You was focusing on your growth, you know, your self-worth and everything, even though you knew there was something going on and they were bringing conflict. Now, over the Hermit, there was misunderstood, victim, lost soul. mistake. They were trying to make you feel as though you were the victim. They were saying sort of things to you, like making things that they were already deceitful. They were already doing slander. They were switching things around, like mind manipulating you, basically. And they were, you know, if you were saying something to them, they were saying, you know, that, nah, oh, you're, you know, stop playing the victim and that. But you wasn't. You was just trying to make things clear. You were trying to clear things up in your own mind and to understand what was going on. But obviously they wasn't telling you anything. They were lying and cheating and being deceitful. So we've got over the Lovers perspective. You've seen a better perspective and you wanted to clear your headspace, basically, with this individual. And you just wanted to be happy, you know. You just wanted to be happy. And you knew that it was a mistake going back to them. But I think that once you, I don't know whether you was back with them or they moved back in with you. You got to switch that role. But you knew you'd made a mistake. And you started to see things from a different viewpoint then. And you was thinking, you know, I was better off on my own. I would be a lot happier on my own. And you needed to clear your headspace, basically. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so we had clarity, truth, intentions and honesty. That came upside down. So they weren't being truthful, like I said. They wasn't being honest. And you knew that there wasn't. You knew that they were lying. You knew that they were cheating. Now, we had breaking point. So they brought you to your breaking point. It was the final straw. And you were overwhelmed, you know, they were pushing you to your limit, basically. And they were arrogant. They were arrogant, prideful, stubborn, egotistical. So, I mean, look at the state of him on there. He's like angry, you know. This person was angry. It could have been a male or a female. But they were very stubborn and they would not, you know, let go of their ego, basically. And I believe that they were after your foundation. It's over the wheel. So that they were trying to break down your foundation. They were trying to break down your stability and your security. They were trying to take from you, basically. Then you, because of this, because you knew, you rejected them. And they, you know, you told they were feeling, but you were also feeling abandoned, distressed. And initial fear, and this is what I was saying about before, about feeling quite shaky and disorientated. They were making you feel rejected, but you know, you was understanding this and abandoned. They wanted to make you feel left out. So, you know, you knew this because they were seeing someone else. They were with another third-party relationship. So you walked away, basically. You walked out of this situation because you knew that there was going to be no stability in it or anything. You wasn't going to find any security or anything with this individual. So you worked on your own foundation with the Wheel of Fortune, and you were still there listening to Creator, and you was with Creator himself working on your new possibilities. You know, everything that was being hidden under the moon was all brought to your attention. All the deceit, all the lying, all the cheating and the slander that this individual was doing with this other third party was brought to you. I said the moon. Now, I don't know whether it was the individual who you were with or the individual who they was with. There's a card folded there. But they put a curse on you, basically. We've got mask. They were wearing a mask, bluff, pretending, you know, can't say the word. They were trying to say that they were bigger than what they were. And once you'd walked away, that's when they put this curse on you. Witchcraft, proper curse. Not just, we've got negative mind, but they were trying to do that to you anyway. They were putting you in a negative mindset. We've got confessions, coming clean messages. So they were messaging, they were having messages from someone else. And oh gosh, we've got exclusive. They wasn't exclusive. There was dishonest, deception and trickery. in this relationship, basically. And once you'd walked away, this is when this curse, I think the curse was put on in the relationship, and I believe that you felt this curse. I believe that with your intuition, you knew something was wrong, something was wrong. You had them internal nudges, basically. We've got lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. So that's what they were doing. They were just full of lust. They were non-committal to you, to this relationship. And they were just full of sexual energy. They are now they're withdrawn, single, lonely and solitary. So they're not even in this third-party relationship anymore. Or if they are in this third-party relationship, the person that they're with are sending all of this to them now. What they did to you, they're getting done back on them. They're having illusions, they're unbalanced, and the person they're with, who they thought was, you know, who they were lusting after, basically, was the one who they're supposed to be with. Who was absolutely graceful, kind-hearted and charming in the beginning to get this individual. They've moved away from them. They're not even with them anymore because it was just an illusion. So I think they are with them, sorry. They are with this individual, and everything they were doing to you is now being done to them. They thought they were better than you. They thought they were more charming and graceful and kind-hearted, but I believe that was you. Who was this? They were just causing illusions to get this individual. We've got distance, separation, space and blockages. So this individual now has got, you know, they could be in separation from this person who they moved on from you from, but I believe it's for you. You're in separation, you're not with them. There's a massive space between you both, and there's blockages, that they're being blocked, basically. We've got only you, and it definitely came upside down. Attached, devoted and craved. So yeah, there wasn't only you in that relationship, be it a male or a female energy. They were definitely with someone else. I have one more and then we're going to get some more cards, please. We have chemistry, attraction, spark, passion, hopelessness, sinking, despair, falling apart. So, you know, I believe that they're in hopeless, you know, they're sinking, they're despair, and they are falling apart now for everything that they basically did to you, because we are in Mercury retrograde, well, just going into Mercury retrograde. It's all coming back on them. Everything they did to you is coming back on them. All the spell work, coming back on them. All the lying, the cheating, the dishonesty, everything that they did to you and thought that they could have been better off with this other individual. Maybe one, maybe more individuals. Because it did say they were a bit of a wanderer, so it could have been more than one individual. But I believe there was one person involved all along who, that's who they were gossiping and talking about you to. And I believe that this individual, be it a male or a female, they are somebody about town who put it about, basically, whether they're a man or whether they're a woman. And they always go back to this same person continuously because this person's like them. They're one of the same, and they don't mind if they're with other individuals. They're accepting of it as long as they get what they want, as long as they give to them, you know. And it seems as though they were always giving to this person. They were giving to this person when they were in a relationship with you. I believe that they were with this person when you first met them. And I believe that when you was together, they was also meeting on other people. But everything now has come back on them. If they've got it all back on them, basically. And, you know, Mercury retrograde and all. So let's see what else we've got. Okay, it's okay. We've got someone else here now. They've stepped away. Okay, So over the lovers, we have envy. They're envious of you now because you're brightening up, you're shiny, you know. I believe that they were always envious of you. They envied what you'd got. They envied who you were, you know, because the wheel was turning in your favour, and they envied you because you had a very good connection to Source. And I think that this is why they were slandering you, and they couldn't. The thing is, they tried to get one over on you, and they basically couldn't because of your connection with Creator and because of your intuition. They couldn't get one over on you, and this is why they were talking about you. This is why they were slandering you, because they just couldn't win with you. You're someone who is, like I say, you could be a Leo, or you know, you could have some very strong Leo placements in your chart, because you are very, very strong. This is how this is coming about. You're a very strong individual, and I don't think they understood how strong you were when they first went with you. And obviously, because they were after your wheel, because they were trying to stop your foundation, they were trying to whatever, it all failed. We've got the failure card there. And then over the Hermit, you was doubting. You were doubting what you were hearing. You were second guessing, you was doubting, and it's got, I released the need to know all the answers. So I believe that you doubted about things that were happening, and this is why you were being guided to move away from this situation. That even though you went back into a relationship with this person, you were still being guided to move away from them, and you were doubting what you were being told from Creator, you know. And you now realise that do not doubt your intuition under any circumstances, whether it's a ping in your ear, a feeling in your eye, or lower tummy, whatever it is, you've got to go with that intuition, because your intuition knows more than you know. So over the lovers, they are now grieving you. This individual's grieving the loss of you, because I believe you was very good to them. I feel good when I can help others, and that's service, and it was doing. So they were the card came there in the love position, and also the wheel. So there was no service. They wasn't being good to you. They was bringing nothing to that. This has come twice now, that they were bringing nothing at all to the relationship on both times. So even when you had them back, even when you went back into the relationship the second time, they still didn't bring it. They may have brought it in the beginning and been, you know, but obviously they were doing, this is when, I don't believe that the curse was put on you in the first instance of the relationship, but I believe this individual, be it a male or a female, they were either a witch or a warlock, and they dealt in dark magic. And when you went back into the relationship with them, because this is why they went back with you, to put the curse on you, because of you falling out with them and you ending the relationship, they were pretty sore. So they came back to do that to you intentionally. They had no, even when they came back the second time, they had no intention of giving anything to the relationship. So over the Hermit, we have Judgment, and yeah, Creator's judging them now for what they did, for actually the fact that they came back into the relationship and they intentionally came back to cause you disharmony, to bring disharmony into your life, to stop the wheel from turning in your favour, you know. And all this moon magic that they were doing and the curse that they were doing, it was all seen, you know. And they're basically under judgment now from Creator himself. And we've got honesty. They wasn't honest at all. They brought no honesty into that relationship from the beginning of it. We've got success over the wheel. So the wheel is turning in your favour. It's going to be a great success. Whatever you have got, you know, I mean, we've got Mercury retrograde. So everything that they did to you, the curse, it fell on the Mercury retrograde, it fell on the wheel, and everything. Everything that was done to you is now going back to them again on Mercury retrograde. Because I do believe that even if this has just happened, it's happening now, or it happened 5 or 10 years ago, it seems as though they keep doing it over and over and over again. And every time Mercury retrograde comes back around, creators like, yeah, that's yours, have it back. So they keep facing judgment over and over again. And every time they do something and send something out to you, it immediately gets sent back. So over creator, we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So yes, they are under judgment. And I believe that you're still waiting to see this, but you're being told to be patient. Because at the end of the day, they are blocked from your energy. So if they're blocked from your energy, you can't see their energy. So you're not going to know exactly what, when, or where this judgment is going to occur. This judgment is being done over and over and over and over again, because I don't think you're in this situation now, but the fact that they kept on doing stuff after you'd ended the relationship, you know, it just kept hitting them back again. And we've got happiness, so that's over the lovers. And it's like, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So, you know, you're in your happy place. Be patient. This judgment is it's being done, it's happening, it's always occurring. And it's like it's never going to stop anymore, you know, not just for this individual, but I mean, anyone who does anything like this, it's just going to start hitting them straight away, because we're in a different era, ain't we? So over the wheel, I believe that you're going to get into a nice, happy place, you know. I think you're happy now, and you've got some beautiful friendships. Either you've got them now, or you've got a beautiful friendship that's incoming. And this is all in with the wheel. This is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be happy. The wheel in your favour is bringing in happiness. It's bringing in friendship. You know, it's bringing in the success and all of that this individual tried to stop from you. Over the Hermit, we have loneliness. They're lonely now. They're missing you because they can't. I keep going to say it, so I'm going to say it. They can't use your energy anymore. They cannot no longer use your energy. And that is all that they are missing of you, is your energy, you know. That is all that they're missing. I'm going to do some fairy cards because we like the fairies. And I said I was going to do them yesterday. And I picked up another deck for some reason. But that's where I was guided, so that's where we went. So let's see what the fairies have got. No. Step away. Thanks. Okay, over the lovers, we have music. So this new relationship, this new, you know, you're not going to be lonely. This new thing that's coming in for you, it's going to be like music to your ears. It's going to be very loving. You know, you're not going to be lonely. It's going to be a beautiful, it can just be a friendship, not a lover, but it's come over the lover. So I do believe you do have a new lover coming in. And we've got music, so I'm feeling you like, you know, you're very artistic, but I think you like music, you like to hear music, you like to dance, and this is who you are. You like to be very expressive to music. And, you know, you might play instruments as well. We've got the fairies there playing the little flute, you know. So you're very connected to Mother Earth and Mother Nature. And you bring a lot with you. You bring a lot. And it's falling over the happiness. And this is what brings you happiness, is music, is dance, is enjoying yourself, is being a beautiful, beautiful, free spirit. Over the wheel, we've got flourish. So you're flourishing at this time. The wheel is turning in your favour, and you are actually flourishing. Mercury retrograde has got nothing to do with you. It's for all the others, the ones that did stuff to you, basically. And you're flourishing. You're in your flourishing era because the wheel is turning in your favour. We've got over the Hermit, inner child. You don't have any more inner child work to do either. You're basically balanced and you are very happy with your inner child. I do believe that this other individual, or these individuals, have got some very bad inner child woundings. And I think, to be fair, they were right childish, you know. They were proper childish people, especially with gossip and slander. I mean, it's like adults don't talk about and gossip and slander and bring others down. It's just so immature. It's like as if you're still in the sandpit at school, ain't it? Do you know what I mean? So this is what they were like, and I believe you're of a much higher standing and of a much higher vibrational individual anyway. So this person should, because was wearing a mask, you shouldn't have been with them from the beginning, because they weren't on your level, to be honest. Over the lovers, we have magical blessings. So you have magical blessings incoming, and it's gone over the lovers. But I do believe there's some sort of a blessing that's coming your way, whether it be love or whatever, because the wheel is in your favour. So what's coming for you is coming, and it's blessings of magic, you know, it's beautiful energies. You're getting some absolutely gorgeous energies. Over the wheel, we have light. So, you know, the wheel was always going to turn in your favour, because I believe you are light. You are an individual who is full of pure light and love and harmony. You know, you've got these magical blessings coming in. You've got happiness coming in. There's a lot good fortune that's on the way for you. And over the Hermit, we have solitude. So this person has got to go into solitude, basically. I believe that this person could actually be in solitude, and they're trying to do some work on their inner child. But, you know, they tried to put you in solitude, even though you're a person who, I do believe, it's over the Hermit, you put yourself in solitude and you did all your own healing after the fact that what had happened with this individual. I don't know what others to do. Okay, we'll do a few of these, because it's all about you now, and we know what happened in the past, but it's what you've got coming, isn't it? So we're just going to do one of these, and then we're going to close the reading. Just want to see who's around you and what they're bringing in for you, basically. So we have Lady Venus. Now we had Libra as well there. So you could be a Libra. I can't remember now. With Libra, you've got Venus is connected with your art and Libra. And so you could be a Libra of the lovers, or this other individual could, but you just switch the roles, and I'm keeping on a good positive vibe now. You've got downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So you had deep insights, and you had the truth. You know the truth of the situation that happened. And I think you're very much, you know, at calm and peace and happy with it, what the outcome has turned out to be, basically, because it's all in your favour. We have Cypress Bay with it, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here, and that's fallen over the light. So that's yourself. You actually rose above all of this darkness that they were sending to you, and you've got ascension, and you moved into your ascension, and that's what they were trying to stop with the wheel. They were trying to stop you from moving forward into your ascension, into your new beginnings, into your happiness, into everything. But that's already here for you, basically. Over the Hermit, we have Sanu Kumar, light activation, who is one of the light beings, basically. So you have light beings also, and Egypt, and planet Lady Venus. You know, you've got the planets on your side also. And we've got light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So there you go. We have light there. We have ascension. We have light there. It's all about light. It's all about being bright and shiny and flourishing. So that's you. That's the wheel is in your favour. So regardless to what any other individuals tried to do to you, they could not stop this wheel from turning in your favour. We have over the lovers. We have the King of Coins. So whether it's this individual or the individual or yourself, could be an earth sign. And then we have the sun over the wheel where all the light was falling anyway, with the magician. So you hold the keys basically to your happiness, to your new beginnings. You control, you know, the sun with the light, with all the energy activations in your heart and the ascension moving forward. And we have the Queen of Coins. So yeah, whether this is you, I do, you know, take it as you know, but you've got a King of Coins and a Queen of Coins here. And I know they're earth sign, but it's a good match, you know, it's an excellent match basically. So if you have someone new, you are in a perfect match. You're moving into a nice love positioning where you're going to have your perfect match with the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins. So, and that's like in between the wheel and the coins and money, aren't they, after all? And with the sun, so it's all light and happiness and everything's good for you. So I hope you found something from this reading, and please swap the roles and everything as they need to be. So from myself, from Creator, from my team, and from Creator, we wish you unconditional love, light and healing energy, and thank you guys. Bye.